The story of the conference finals was the 7 seeds. In the West, LeBron was seeing 3 rims and 4 wins as the Lakers swept the Mavs with ease. In the East, Boston's coach Jaylen Brown's Cinderella run rolled on with a 7-game series win over the Bucks. The stage was set for a classic NBA Finals. Lakers versus Celtics for a record-breaking 13th time.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The fog pouring across the Golden Gate Bridge and into the Bay Area tonight. We're just about set for action. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against the Spurs, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And for the Warriors, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Wiseman in at center. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kev, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency.
Yeah,
the teams that do, you know, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
You know, because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And, Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
Got to do it.
Here's Wiseman. Paul George making his last shot. And here's Oubre.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. That's tipped. Curry with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge.
Well, give Steph Curry some props for triggering that break. He makes a great defensive play, and it leads to an easy opportunity.
Now, here's George. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Got a piece of it. Outside Curry. Offline with his 3. George looking around. That shot missing. Great D that time from Oubre. Down low. Here's Green. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got his second basket of the night.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Now here's Oubre. Outside Curry. Trains the three-pointer. Curry's got 8 points. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute, and he talked to his players about not letting Draymond Green get into their heads. Coach told them, no matter what Draymond pulls, don't fall into his trap. We need to stay mentally strong and focused. That means he wants his players to walk away and not try to match him taunt for taunt. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
As great a scorer as he is, Steph Curry is a willing mover of the basketball. He doesn't get enough credit to me for playing the right way.
Leonard against Wiggins, and there it is for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Curry. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Curry's shot is good.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
You know, oftentimes we talk so much in terms of Steph's scoring ability, but I tell you what, he's one heck of a floor general as well.
Greg, he probably doesn't get enough credit for how he controls the pace, his ability to orchestrate the offense. He can create for himself, certainly, but don't sleep on his ability to create for his teammates.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to look at some of the players that are contributing in areas you might not expect. The top rebounding shooting guards of the past month. In the third spot, Paul George. Morris passes to Jackson. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. A three from Leonard.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Knocks down the three ball. Curry's got 14.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Outside, George to the paint. Begins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back. Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. That one goes. Count it.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Jackson. Pass to George to halt the run, and he connects with the jumper. 8 points for him.
Well, Paul George has always had that aspect to his game. The mid-range where he can be efficient and effective is absolutely on point.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Outside Leonard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Here's Oubre. Excellent D there from George.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Jackson. And the Clippers miss again. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Wiggins surveying the floor. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, he's got the wide shoulders, the natural balance. Andrew Wiggins taking the hit and finishing.
Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. George with the bucket.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Curry against Jackson. Curry can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 5. Now Leonard. 5 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And so he makes both from the line.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Wiggins outside. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Batum throws it down.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Passes it to Mann. With the floater. And the layup is up and in. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Lee outside. On its way from Curry for 2. And that one hits back iron. And here's Los Angeles. They've got a 13-2 run going.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And taking a look here at some stats for Batum. Last season's performance for him. Averaged 3 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Clippers leading by 3. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Wiggins passes to Poole. Top of the key, Looney. And a wide open look for Lee. Good on the triple. Lee's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Mann passes to Okafor. The pass to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. But they recover it. Here's Mann from outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Mann. The dish to Leonard. And that one drops. Leonard's got 9 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Wiggins, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Some contact inside. Wiggins playing big and will go to the charity stripe.
The Warriors shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And how about a 44-inch vertical leap for Andrew Wiggins, and yet not interested in competing in the dunk contest.
Greg, he can really get up, but says he keeps it simple when he does. One hand or two, he's a game dunker more so than an exhibitionist. What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Poole the pass to Looney. Here's Poole. Puts it up from 12. Batum grabs the miss.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Here's Mann, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Golden State. This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good, and the Warriors making a change here. Mannion's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Lee outside. Pass to Mannion. Back to Lee. Clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jahlil Okafor. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw from Lee is good. And both free throws good for Lee. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard looking over the floor. Okafor up top. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes in. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lee outside. Leonard against Bazemore.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific.
Warriors trail by 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the 1. Now here's Bazemore. Warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Looney. And he banks in the layup.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Outside Leonard. And the pass to Mann. The Warriors shooting 42% to begin this game. Now here's Mannion. He's guarded closely. They recover it. And he hits it to tie the game up. 7 seconds left in the first. Leonard on the wing. Shoots over Bazemore. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. We caught up with Steph Curry, who spoke with us about coming back from being out.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to just that feeling because there's no other place that you can get that adrenaline rush and that level of intensity and focus than out there in those 94 feet. So I'm going to enjoy every minute of this, no matter how it goes.
Greg, this guy is a premier performer, and the hardwood is his stage. He always plays well.
No doubt. I mean, fans pay to see him as much as anyone. And when you think about the last decade of basketball, he's changed the game as much as anyone with his range.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Green down low with Looney. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Mulder in at the point. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. That free throw good from George. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Now, here's Kennard. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Looney. Pass to Green. Here's Mulder. Over Okafor. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Now, here's Kennard. Shot clock at 5. No good on that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. On the wing, Lee, defended by Batum. Passes it to Mulder. And the Warriors miss again. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Mann. And it's off from three-point range. George against Bazemore. Inside. The shot by Looney, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Mann. George trying to break free. Comes up empty down low. Lee outside, and the 3 ball is good. Lee's got 8 points.
Now that's confidence right there. Passing up an easy 2 on the break and letting it fly from three-point range.
And the Clippers call time here. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
So both teams changing it up here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Pass to Oubre. Back to Bazemore. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Well, Paul George, smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated is his drive to win.
That free throw good from George. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Morris. Steph Curry with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. Bazemore. No one around him. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. And George with the stuff.
Well, we know that Paul George understands there's a certain point in the game when he's got to take over, and he's doing it now.
On its way from Curry for 2, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's George. Got it. Good job in the low post. George has got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Golden State moving it around. Oubre, good. George with the ball. He had 25 points in the win against the Utah Jazz.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
George double teamed, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Clippers have possession. Jackson finds George, and he comes up with the deuce. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Green deciding where to go with it. They double-team Curry. The feed to Wiseman. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
The pass to Zubac. Great D that time from Green. Warriors trail by 4. In the corner, Bazemore with it. No good with the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. George with the bucket.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Now Curry. 18 points for him. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Green. From beyond the arc. Tries again. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's George. The shot off that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
and they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
That one good for 2. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And the Warriors making a change here. Poole's checked in. Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Curry. 21 points in the game. Count that one.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
Here's Leonard. They lead by 4. And here is Curry. 3-on-3. Here's Poole. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And at this point of the season, we see which teams have gotten better. What's the toughest threshold, you think, Doris, to cross?
I think, Kevin, 2 things come to mind. Obviously, championship is the aspiration of every team. Not everyone gets there. And then maybe the real pot of gold is sustained excellence, a run like you might have seen the San Antonio Spurs go through when the great Tim Duncan was on that roster. So championship and sustained success are the 2 things everybody's striving for.
And he makes the first. Wiggins is checked in for the Warriors. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. The dish to Jackson. Here's Leonard. Last time out he had 38 points. Got a hand on it. Now the Warriors moving it up. Now here's George. Jackson misses. The Warriors trailing, and it's the Warriors on the break. Curry passes to Oubre. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Wiggins. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Looking to get back on track here. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
That free throw good from Leonard. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And here is Zubac after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Leonard against Wiggins. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Here's Looney. He hits Wiggins at the top of the key. Weissman the pass to Curry. Over Jackson. Curry can't get it to go.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Morris trying to free himself up. Leonard with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Jackson against Curry. Here's Looney. Lets a floater go. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 3 on the bucket from Stephen Curry. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the Clippers call time here.
You know, oftentimes we talk so much in terms of Steph's scoring ability, but I tell you what, he's one heck of a floor general as well.
Greg, he probably doesn't get enough credit for how he controls the pace, his ability to orchestrate the offense. He can create for himself, certainly, but don't sleep on his ability to create for his teammates.
Now here's Jackson. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch-and-shoot game is on point.
Here's Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Jackson with it. And Jackson throws it down hard.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Now here's Curry from deep three-point range. The shot, no good.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Man. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Curry on the wing. Leonard against Wiggins. 1:21 left in the first half of basketball.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And the Warriors making a change here. Lee's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Los Angeles leading by 4. Jackson passes to Okafor. Outside Leonard. Outside Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's 6 points for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Connects from three-point range.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Jackson kicks to Batum. Okafor trying to get open. A shot by Batum, no good. The Warriors shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard, and he gets the friendly spin. 1 drops. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
On the wing, Wiggins for 3. Here's Wiseman. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 24 points and 6 rebounds. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
Well, we talk about guys who can control both ends of the floor. PG-13 has been locked in. I'd love to see his plus-minus right now.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Warriors?
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Was that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Curry has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clippers leading by 5. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. The Warriors shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Oubre passes to Wiseman.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Wiseman's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. George double-teamed. Down low, here's Jackson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jackson's got 10.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now here's Curry. Outside, Green. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
I think you pay the consequences if you leave Draymond Green's teammates open. He has a knack for getting the basketball where it needs to be.
George passes to Leonard. Over Wiggins. And it's Leonard missing. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Oubre. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Oubre's got his second bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Jackson passes to George. Back to Jackson. The Warriors pull it in. Wiseman's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Well, you know, off any missed opportunity on one end, Steph Curry has got his mind on getting out in transition and a bucket there waiting for him at the end.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 10. Passes it to Zubac. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Wiseman. 10 points for him. For 3, Oubre. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. In the corner, it's Morris. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Mark. Morris.
Outside, Green. Over Morris. And the Warriors get it back. Wiseman can't get it to fall. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Curry looking around. And the rejection by Zubac. Oubre against George. Jackson is doubled. It's stolen by Wiseman. Wiggins against Kennard. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Los Angeles foul call.
And how about a 44-inch vertical leap for Andrew Wiggins, and yet not interested in competing in the dunk contest.
Greg, he can really get up, but says he keeps it simple when he does. 1 hand or 2, he's a game dunker more so than an exhibitionist. And the problem for Wiggins, a former overall #1 pick, people always seem to want more from him, whether it's warranted or not.
Now, here's George. 24 points for him. On the wing, Morris. Takes a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Morris has got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. And George gets it to go. George has got 26 points.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Outside, Green shoots a three, but they'll get another chance. Iceman, no good. Clippers leading by 5. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. And George drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Oubre. Right side, Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Bazemore dishes to Wiggins. And the Warriors miss again.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Poole. Outside, Green. Here's Wiggins. And it's good for 2. Wiggins has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Now the pass to Kennard. George double teamed, and the wide open shot from Morris. The second chance effort. Zubac trying to break loose, and it's good on the way in. Mann's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Poole, the pass to Bazemore. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
George double teamed. Wide open look here for Zubac. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Wiggins. He gets it in there.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Morris looking over the floor. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
The first one falls.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Green, and it's Damian Lee in for Wiggins. The Clippers also changing it up. Okafor comes in for Ivica Zubac, and it's Batum in for Luke Kennard. Both good from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now Bazemore. No points in the game yet for him. Another shot. Excellent D there from Okafor.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Mann passes to Okafor. Banked in off the glass. Okafor's got his second basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And George, here we go. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Passes it to Oubre. And Morris comes over to help. And a wide open look for Lee. No good on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Mann. 8 points for him. Five to shoot. Here's Okafor. And he can't bank that one in. And it's Oubre off the drive.
I'd say like lightning. Kelly Oubre flashes through on the drive. No one quick enough to stop him.
Here's Mann. The three from George. Good on the triple. George has got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Timeout called the Warriors. Paul George really making a difference here.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at George. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Here's Oubre. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Poole. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Morris. No good on that one. Great D that time from Oubre. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Such a wide open look. Bazemore's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. That one goes. Count it.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Poole. 6 points for him. 1:11 left to play in the third. Man, not going to go that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. Pass to Looney. Kicks to Lee. Golden State moving the ball around. Oubre passes to Looney. Here's Poole. And they pick up 2. Poole's got 8.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
There's the pass to Morris. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 6th rebound on the night.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Pass to Batum. launches it, drains it from beyond the arc. Batum's got 5 points now this quarter.
You simply have to respect the passing ability of Paul George, his ability to read and react and make the right choice. So good.
From past the arc. Can't hit that one. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Warriors trail by 10. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Looney out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Curry. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Lee in at the 2.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Here's man. Yep, that one goes.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Jackson against Lee. Wiseman kicks it to Looney. He feeds it to Curry. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got 36.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Man passes to Leonard. Batum wide open. He fires. Doesn't go that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. And Wiseman gets it to go on the assist by Curry.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Leonard against Oubre. Leonard attacking, and the shot is good. Leonard's got 25 points.
What a smooth-looking release from Kawhi Leonard, doing work in the mid-range. That is his comfort zone.
Back to Curry. Fires the 3. The shot, no good.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Here's Jackson. Here's Okafor. Second chance shot. Wiseman with the rebound. Warriors trail by 8. Oubre, left side. Outside Curry. Over Jackson. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Pass to Looney. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Throws it up high and finished off by Wiseman.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Jackson. With the floater. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
That was a tough shot. I mean, Jackson has practiced that, but he makes it look effortless right there.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green comes in for Kevon Looney. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Oubre. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 13. Jackson finds Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Pass to man. Morris with the ball. Guarded by Green. The baseline J. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Morris has got 9 points now in just the second half. Warriors trail by 15. And here is Curry. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 39.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Jackson passes to Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Warriors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Outside Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's starting to percolate, guys. You may want to start checking this guy.
To the inside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And finished off by Wiseman.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And the Clippers call time here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The pass to Leonard. Shoots over Curry. Warriors with the rebound. In the corner, it's Wiggins. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Lob pass to George, and it's George finishing it off.
And plays like that demonstrate Paul George's athletic ability. He's not just an elite scorer, he is a high flyer.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Fires from deep. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Jackson kicks to Zubats. Inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Oh, and the jam rebound by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Warriors trail by 13. Lee outside. Pulls it from 20. It's good. Curry's got 46 points.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Here's Jackson. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Green. Green's got 5 assists in the game. Jackson passes to Leonard.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Down low, it's deflected. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got 17 now, just in the second half.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Curry on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Green.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Now here's Leonard. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Clippers leading by 9. Passes to George. Back to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Here's Zubac. It's rebounded by Golden State. Wiseman's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Now George, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Here's Jackson. Wiseman with the rebound. To the paint. And Green slams it in.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. To the inside. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Curry outside, and again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. George with the ball. Wiseman picks him up. Warriors trail by 6. Oubre passes to Wiggins. And another 3 for Golden State.
A confident young man. Wiggins just answers the bell.
The Clippers shooting has been just great in the fourth quarter, 54%. Leonard inside, covered by Wiggins. Wiggins with the block. Now the Warriors moving it up. Oubre's got the ball. Curry wide open, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
George with the bounce pass. Leonard kicks to Morris. And nothing is falling for him right now. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. The shot by Curry. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 1. A minute 20 left to play here in the fourth. Leonard against Wiggins. From about 19 feet, Wiseman with the rebound. Golden State's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. Over Jackson. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Nobody you want taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
Wiggins against Leonard. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Wiseman the pass to Oubre. Green dishes to Curry. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Let's remember, this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. "11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wiggins left side. Three-pointer. Count it!
One of the reasons the scouts loved Wiggins, he always finds a way to deliver in big-time moments.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Steph, you guys were down. How did you get back, and what did you do to spark your team?
I don't know, just be aggressive. That's all we do. Shots are going to fall as long as we got defensive stops and kept ourselves in the game. That we have enough talent on this team to turn the tide. So it says a lot about who we are and what our mission is this year.
Great win, Steph. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.